The first 5 minutes to attract viewers to subscribe to the channel. Video opens with a vast panoramic shot of the African savanna at sunset. The sky is a brilliant canvas of orange, red, and purple. A lone figure, a man in simple, earth-toned survival clothing, stands on a small rocky outcrop, silhouetted against the setting sun. He holds a pair of binoculars, scanning the horizon. The shot is cinematic, with a slow, gentle zoom. The only sounds are the ambient noises of the savanna, the distant call of a bird, the chirping of crickets, the rustle of the wind through tall grass. The camera cuts to a closer shot of the man, the explorer. He lowers his binoculars, a look of serene contemplation on his face. The golden light catches the dust motes dancing in the air around him. He's not struggling. He's part of the landscape. Narrator, voiceover, calm and reflective. There is a rhythm to this land, a pulse that you can only feel when everything else falls silent. It's the heartbeat of Africa. Out here, on the endless plains of the savanna, you are not a conqueror, nor are you a guest. You are simply a part of the whole, a single note in a symphony that has played for millennia. Survival isn't about fighting the wilderness. It's about understanding its language, respecting its power, and finding your place within its intricate design. My journey is not one of conquest, but of connection. Cut to a time-lapse of the sun disappearing below the horizon, the colors deepening and then fading into a deep, star-filled indigo. The explorer is now seen setting up a very simple, low-impact camp near a cluster of acacia trees. He doesn't build a large fire, but a small, contained one in a shallow pit, just enough for warmth and to boil some water. The style is observational, like a documentary, with no dramatic music, just the natural sounds of the approaching night. Narrator, voiceover. Nightfall doesn't bring fear, but a change in the cast of characters. The diurnal creatures retreat to their burrows and nests, and a new world awakens. The air cools, carrying scents of dust and distant rain. Every sound has a meaning, a twig snapping, a far-off call. You learn to listen, not with your ears, but with your entire being. This small fire is my anchor in the darkness, a point of light in the immense, breathing blackness. It's a humble testament to human ingenuity, a tradition as old as our species. But out here it feels less like a tool of domination, and more like a polite request for a small space among the giants of the night. The next morning, the sun rises, casting long shadows across the savanna. The explorer is already awake, sitting cross-legged and watching a herd of zebra grazing peacefully in the distance. The light is soft and golden. He isn't hunting them or disturbing them. He is simply observing. He takes a sip of water from a metal canteen. The camera focuses on the zebras, their stripes creating a dazzling moving pattern. Then, it pans to a family of giraffes, gracefully stripping leaves from the high branches of an acacia tree. Narrator, voiceover. Morning arrives not with an alarm, but with the first rays of light painting the eastern sky. The land awakens, and with it, the magnificent life it supports. To watch these animals is to witness grace in its purest form. They are the true inhabitants of this kingdom. The giraffes, with their silent, elegant movements, seem to walk between the earth and the sky. The zebras, a chaotic masterpiece of black and white, move as one organism, their stripes a dizzying illusion to any who would wish them harm. I am an intruder in their world, a silent observer. My presence here must be a whisper, not a shout. To survive, I must learn from them, how to find water, which plants are safe, and how to move with the flow of the land, not against it. A montage of slow-motion, cinematic shots begins. The explorer carefully examines a plant, rubbing a leaf between his fingers. He follows a trail of animal tracks in the dry earth. He filters water from a shallow, muddy pool using a piece of cloth. He sits patiently, watching a column of ants march purposefully. Each action is deliberate, calm, and respectful. There is no sense of urgency or panic, only a deep, methodical connection with his environment. The shots are beautifully composed, highlighting the texture of the bark on a tree, the pattern of cracked mud, the intricate design of a feather found on the ground. Narrator. Voiceover. Every day is a lesson in humility. The earth provides, but you must know how to ask. It's a dialogue. The savanna speaks in a language of patterns and cycles. The location of water is told by the convergence of game trails and the presence of finches. The edibility of a root is hinted at by the digging marks left by a warthog. This knowledge isn't found in books. It's written in the soil, carried on the wind, and taught by the silent wisdom of the creatures that have thrived here for eons. My goal is not to tame this wilderness, but to be accepted by it. The camera returns to a wide shot of the explorer. He is walking slowly along the edge of a vast, open plain. In the distance, a herd of elephants moves with ponderous, ancient grace. They are massive, yet they move with a surprising quietness. The explorer stops, keeping a respectful distance, and simply watches them. The setting sun is behind him now, casting his long shadow before him. The scene is imbued with a sense of peace and awe. There is no threat, no confrontation, just a man witnessing the majesty of nature. Narrator. Voiceover. In moments like these, you understand your own scale. To stand in the presence of elephants is to feel the weight of deep time. They are the architects of this landscape, the keepers of an ancient memory. They move with a purpose that is beyond my comprehension, a social bond that is profoundly complex. I am a fleeting visitor in their timeless domain. They are not a challenge to be overcome or a resource to be exploited. They are a reminder of a wildness and a wisdom that our modern world has almost forgotten. In their calm, steady gaze, you don't see a beast. You see a being, and in that recognition, you find your own humanity reflected back at you. The final shot mirrors the opening. The explorer is once again on a rocky outcrop as the last sliver of the sun dips below the horizon. The sky is a fiery spectacle. He is not looking through binoculars this time. His hands are resting at his sides, and he is looking out over the immense landscape with a serene, almost meditative expression. The frame holds on his silhouetted figure for a long moment, before slowly fading to black. Narrator. Voiceover, a final, thoughtful whisper. This is not about surviving against nature. It is about surviving with it. It's a journey back to the beginning, to remember what it means to be a part of this world, not just a master of it. And that lesson, learned under the vast African sky, is the greatest discovery of all.